the Alfonso Rivera thing was a bloody mess. And that video, he is...
What was bloody? Oh, you know what? This is too much.
Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap.
All right. You know what? Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this impressive vid. It's titled Will Smith and Jada Nasty Secret. This woman cracks me up. They have nasty secrets, apparently. I did see this headline about some man coming forward and saying that Will was fondling him or something. I don't know what the details were, but it's going to include that, I'm sure. And it says Tyrese, Bryshere, Gray, and... Oh. Wait, they a part of it? And Tyler Perry and Donnie McClurkin sued. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's watch. I'm a little under the weather, by the way, so I'm sniffing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. This new year is starting off with a nasty...
This is the man?
Thing. And I do mean nasty. Now, Will and Jada Smith got exposed by their former friend, Brother Bilal. That's a big one. But before I do, I want to talk about this lawsuit involving Will Smith and...
Okay, this is the man. I thought it was an ad coming. It was not.
Former violinist Brian Scott Joseph. Brian was a contestant on America's Got Talent, and Will hired him in 2024 to work on his album and also do some shows. And he ended up being a part of Will's tour in 2025.
Tour?
And according to the lawsuit, Brian and Will Smith spent some additional time together, and Will told him that you and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else. Now, Brian detailed an incident where he misplaced his hotel room key and it went missing.
That's not fair. I need to stop doing that, because that is something I'll be thinking about when these people come out and they want to expose, these celebrities, and I'll be like, but that's ridiculous, because these celebrities definitely sleep with facially challenged people, so it's not, and I'm not saying he busted, but anyway, so yeah, it's not like you gotta be super top model for these celebrities to fuck you. That is not the case. And listen, I had some friends who anyway.
Hours before Will Smith's management found it for him, and when he finally went back to his hotel room, he saw that there were signs that somebody already entered his room without his permission. He saw that there were wipes left in his room, a beer bottle, a red backpack, a bottle of HIV medication with somebody else's name on it, an earring, and a hospital discharge paperwork belonging to a person that he did not know. Also, he saw a handwritten note that said, "Brian, I'll be back later, 5:30, just us, heart drawn, Stone F." When Brian saw this, he was terrified because he didn't know who left this in his room, and he was worried for his safety. He thought that maybe that person will come in later on and SA him. So he notified the hotel security. He made Will Smith's representatives aware of it, and he also reported the incident to the police before asking for a new room. Now, several days later, somebody from Will Smith's team called up Brian, and they basically shamed him for the incident and said that he lied about it, and also they fired him.
But the reason why I'm speaking out about this is because getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work is not okay. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak up, and I understand. And if that's...
He's not bad looking. I'm being shady. he looks more presentable here.
I see you. And that's pretty much it.
So right now, Will Smith is being sued for sexual harassment and wrongful termination. And also, Brian and his legal team are alleging that Will Smith tried to groom Brian for a sexual relationship. Now, that part might be a bit of a reach. I don't know if he can really prove that, but I do think he has grounds for the wrongful termination. But either way, this story was pretty weird to me. I will say that. And at first, I kind of brushed it off. However, I watched an interview that Unwind with Tasha K did with Will's former friend of almost 40 years named Bilal. Bilal has a book coming out that is exposing Will and Jada's dark...
I'm sorry, I don't trust nothing that Tasha's name is on. I just don't. I don't. After what happened with her, I just don't.
secrets. And he alleged a lot of different things.
It's a shame that she really fucked up her reputation like that, because now you're not credible
in this book, and he also made some wild allegations in his interview with Tasha K. And if you haven't,
I also don't trust anybody who would be friends with a couple for decades and be close to them, and because y'all fell out or whatever occurred, you're now gonna expose them and write a book telling all their secrets. I don't trust you. Off rip, I just don't. I don't think you're a decent person. And now I'm side eyeing what you're saying, and I'm like, is this even true? Because who does that? Who does that? I would fucking never. These are people I've had in my life who have done dirty shit to me. Okay, who have stole from me, all type of weird shit. But I would never come out and feel the need to try to expose them or like write a book and tell all their dirty secrets. Like, what? For what? That's just weird. I don't trust you.
Made some wild allegations in his interview with Tasha K. And if you haven't watched it, I will say please check it out.
No.
But man, he alleged that Will and P. Diddy did something to the actor Bryshere Gray. If you don't know Bryshere, he used to be an actor on Empire. He also went by the moniker Yaz. And he was managed by Will's longtime friend and crew member, Charlie Mack. And Bryshere,
and I'm not saying I need tissue. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. Obviously, I'm just saying that you look suspicious, and I don't know what to trust. I don't know what you're telling the truth about and what you're not.
Met Will through Charlie, and it seemed like Will was mentoring Bryshere, and he told Bilal to actually assist Bryshere while he was working on the show Empire. And Bryshere was just wilding out. He was acting erratic. He allegedly was doing drugs and sleeping around with prostitutes, allegedly. So he was going through a lot, and people didn't know what the reason was. Until one day he blurted out to Bilal that Will and P. Diddy did something to him.
I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his pee. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And
who's Charlie?
I have no idea what's going on. You said you were raped, and you said Diddy made you suck his pee. This is what you taught. I said,
and this is just, I don't know. This is so low. Why would you expose this? This man didn't want this out here. He didn't say it himself. So why are you exposing his business? This is so fucked. And now everybody gonna be looking at him sideways and, oh, you suck Diddy's dick. Like, that's so embarrassing. And like, if this did actually happen, it's already, rough enough that he experienced that. Just think of the trauma involved in that. And you want to get on this tacky ass show and gossip about it and spill his tea and tell his business. Like, you're just trash. I don't respect this.
Dude, that's
so fucked up,
right?
And if he lying, that's even more fucked up.
So allegedly he told me they took care of him. So whenever Charlie Mack came down, I think they gave him some money, whatever they promised him, right?
Now, when I heard this, I was very shocked, and then I thought back to the lawsuit that the violinist filed. And, he and his legal team are alleging that Will tried to groom him. And even though there is no proof of that, it did kind of make me wonder, okay, if this were true,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Was Bryshere groomed? Bryshere would actually be more susceptible to grooming considering that he was younger. And I do wonder if he was of a legal age when he was being mentored by Will. I don't know. But these are all allegations.
I'm saying that I wouldn't be surprised because these powerful men in the industry, a lot of them are fucking predators, bro. They're so disgusting, and they prey on these up and coming, actors and artists and whatnot. So I don't trust none of them, honestly. I don't trust these people. I know Will is loved and everybody wants to prop him up, but so was Diddy. Everybody loved Diddy and he was the greatest. So I don't trust nobody.
Once again, I don't know what's true and what is not true. Bilal did allege a lot of things during his interview with Tasha K. He alleged that Will and Jada have ties to the Scientology cult. He said that something happened to their son Jaden that caused him to leave the home early, allegedly. He said that Will was allegedly freaking off with P. Diddy, allegedly. He also said that Jada puts the strap on celebrities and she has them taped, allegedly. He did allege that Alfonso Rivero and Tyrese were on those tapes.
Oh, like I said, the Alfonso Rivera thing was a bloody mess. And that video, the Alfonso Rivera thing was a bloody mess. And that video, he is...
What was bloody? Oh, you know what? This is too much.
Begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up. And on that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap.
All right. You know what? Nothing about this is funny if this actually happened, but this sounds goofy. Like, this sounds made up. I'm sorry. Like, she had the strap on and was strapping him, pegging him with some Timbs on and a fitted.
The strap on.
Who else did you see allegedly on the tapes?
Tyrese was on there. Allegedly.
Why would they let you see the tapes? Y'all messy ass. He clearly, you know what?
Would appear to be Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will. Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up. Period. So when these tapes come out, people will know I'm telling the absolute truth.
Why
And
would
we
this
go into them going to Dubai together, and allegedly in Dubai, celebrities will be sitting around watching these people get urinated on and defecated on, right? Actually watching this, right?
This interview was crazy. And Tyrese...
Going to Dubai to do some sick shit like that is so fucking sick in the head. Like, there's so much to do. You could go there and have a genuine good time, but y'all going out there and see shitting on people's heads? That is crazy.
Was out there in Dubai with Will Smith and Jada
Ooh.
and Maxwell. And he said in one of his captions, I'm officially a sheik. My name's Sheik Yabooty.
Yeah, that does not help your case,
like I said,
brother.
if you want to watch the interview, I would say please check it out. It's wild.
I might watch it now.
Bilal also said his life was being threatened for speaking out. In fact, he was involved in a life-threatening accident, and he feels like the Smiths were behind it. Also, he says that he's filed a civil harassment lawsuit against Jada, which he hopes can lead to a criminal investigation, because there are allegedly quite a few victims out there, and some of them have been paid off, allegedly. But yeah, this story is crazy, and if these allegations are true, then it would really sadden me. But
I'm not saying it is. I don't know these fucking people. It could come out tomorrow that all this is true. I'm not saying that it's for sure false, but it sounds wild.
Something you can't put anything past anybody,
Facts.
sadly. And I've been seeing so many different cases pop up. I know Tyler Perry has been sued yet again by another male actor that he hired named Mario Rodriguez, and Mario claimed that Tyler assaulted him and made unwanted sexual advances, and he's actually using the same lawyer that one of Tyler's other accusers named Derek Dixon is using. And Mario is suing for $77 million. And when you hear big numbers like that, you do kind of think that, okay, this feels like a money grab. And even Tyler's legal team presented some text messages of Mario thanking Tyler and asking him to pay for his dental work. But Mario claims that Tyler actually gave him money following the alleged incidents that happened to keep him quiet.
When a very big director, a very seriously powerful person that everybody knows.
Yeah, I feel like that makes Tyler look bad. If you're showing us that this nigga felt so comfortable to ask him for money, why would he feel that comfortable if this was just his boss and it was strictly business?
Invited me over to his house to talk about roles and upcoming things that he was writing. And then, guys, it happens. You know, my boundaries were crossed. You feel like this person feels like they got power over you because of the situation and the opportunity that presented itself in front of you. But Tyler Perry knows what he did, man. He knows what he did. The text messages that he released the other day, they prove that Perry was sending me money after Medea. The thing that you guys got to ask yourself is, why? I'll give you guys more updates as soon as we get closer to the trial. The evidence that's going to come out is going to shock you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of this whole case. Even though a part of me thinks that this seems like another attempt to get money out of Tyler, it still doesn't look good for Tyler that once again he's facing these similar accusations. I mean, Derek Dixon sued Tyler for the very same thing, and he has a lot more receipts to back up his claims. And also, didn't the actor Christian Keys insinuate that Tyler harassed him and tried to make unwanted passes?
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. Everybody ain't lying on you and coming at you, accusing you of this falsely. And he got a type. All them pretty boys.
In his lawsuit that Tyler may have paid off Christian to keep him quiet. And I know Christian is fuming right now because he can't really say anything, even though he had receipts too. And now Tyler has allegedly been trying to strong arm him out of his own show called All the Queen's Men. So it has been a fight for him. And I'm sure if he didn't allegedly take that hush money, he would have been able to speak more freely about it.
This person is a predator, and he's going to upset me.
I saw this back in the day. Back in the day, whenever this, okay, whatever.
Is offering me $100,000 to strip?
Yeah, I wrote the book.
Oh.
And I wrote the show. I wrote the pilot. I created the show. I'm not mad about not being there no more. Because, I mean, the studio tried to steal my credit by credit. You putting the show out there, but you're also the same studio, Tyler Perry Studios, that removed my creative by credit, and I had to call the union to have them force TPS to put it back on there. So I'm not sad that my show isn't there anymore. After season 5, it won't be there anymore. I won't have to deal with that shady, corny kind of leadership over there that would dare. Why you got 16, 17 shows? I got 1. Let me have credit. My contract says I get credit. Why your corny ass trying to steal my credit? Because you can't write like me.
He also might be trying to steal your credit because you rejected him and he's acting out of spite. That's just a thought, allegedly. But yeah, like these accusations about Tyler, it doesn't make him look good. Even though he might not be guilty of everything that he is being accused of, it still looks bad. When it comes to this whole lawsuit with Mario, I think Mario is definitely trying to get a payday like Derek Dixon. Derek Dixon is suing for $260 million. And Derek does have some basis for his claims. But Mario, I don't know. I think Mario might have had a transactional relationship with Tyler where he was gay for pay. And Tyler may have cut him off, and so now he wants to sue to get a big payday too. It's all possible. Like, this whole thing could be a scam. But unfortunately, because Tyler doesn't know how to control himself and be professional, and he likes to cross boundaries with the people he hires, he's going to have to deal with the consequences of his actions. Now, that leads me to talk about the gospel singer Donnie McClurkin. He was accused of grooming and essaying and R-ing a younger man who used to be his assistant and also was a part of
It's so sad. We hear these stories a lot in the church. Obviously not all churches, yada yada, but there are a lot predators, they lurk in churches, and that's just so fucking twisted. You deserve to be in the deepest depths of hell to do that, to hide behind religion, to get off your little freaky frog fantasies with a lot of times to be minors. Y'all are fucking disgusting.
Of his church. And the man who is suing him right now is Giuseppe Carletto. And Giuseppe claims that in 2003, when he was 21, he was looking for spiritual counseling because he was kind of having conflict over his faith and his sexuality. And he really trusted Donnie at first. I mean, they both shared the trauma of being abused when they were younger. So he really trusted him, but he alleged that Donnie ended up taking advantage of him. And he would grope him during their Pray the Gay Away sessions, which sounds crazy, but that's allegedly what was happening. And
it don't even make sense. How we praying the gay away while I'm igniting the gay by touching you? And you know what?
This time, Carletto had already become a part of the church, and he was working as Donnie's assistant for 4 years before quitting in 2008. But he claims Donnie would still pursue him, so their relationship or interactions continued for 7 more years, up until 2015. And they did have a sexual relationship. Now, Carletto alleged that Donnie essayed and R'd him during some times when they would stay at hotel rooms together. Carletto even said Donnie sent him an email apologizing after one of the alleged incidents, and he said, "I am the actual epitome of a desperate, dirty old man.
I believe
I have no one,
like
and I feel it now more than ever, but I was horribly wrong trying to force you into something that you were consistently saying no to." This is what he allegedly said in an email, and it does sound like an admission of guilt. And Carletto said that he did not discover this email until last year, and now he's using this as evidence to sue Donnie. And Donnie, of course, is claiming that these are all lies, and Carletto was grossly mischaracterizing their interactions. And I do feel like they did have a consensual relationship. Now, whether or not Donnie was forceful during some of their interactions, I don't know. But even after the first alleged incident, Carletto still had more interactions with Donnie. He still was sleeping with him. So I do think it was consensual. However, Carletto is suing Donnie, obviously for some money.
I feel like that's a fine line. It gets kind of tricky because there are some victims who still stay in touch with their abusers.
Also,
and obviously from the outside looking in, we could judge and be like, well, why would you still be around them? And that's easier said than done. You don't know all the details. And people who are victims, like their brains don't operate like in a normal manner. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with them per se, but you know, they're dealing with a lot of trauma, a lot of shit going on. So they don't always make the most logical decisions, but it doesn't negate the fact that some of them are victims. I'm not saying that he's for sure a victim. I don't know this man, but I don't think that's a safe go-to for people to be like, oh yeah, well that just because you kept in contact with him, then that means it was consensual. And that's basically what she's saying. Like, oh, it seems consensual. Like that doesn't mean that.
think he's
And a lot of them too, they'd be like desperate. It's like if you homeless, you ain't got nowhere to stay. You kind of feel like, all right, this person is like my lifeline. Like we don't know the details.
suing him because Donnie re-traumatized him. Donnie knew better than to prey upon that man who was looking for spiritual guidance.
And yeah, he was already going through it.
As a pastor, he should not be taking advantage of his congregants that way. God is not mocked, okay? You can't claim to be a man of God and be doing stuff like that.
Tell him, Team Jesus.
You will be exposed.
Yes.
All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Whew. Anyway, tell what y'all think about this.
Agreed. He needs to pay spiritually, legally, all that, because these people are just gross. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust them. People become disgusting predators when they have a lot of power, and you know they have people who look up to them and are willing to do whatever to please them, to make them happy because they look up to them. A lot of them take advantage of that power, and they need to be exposed. I'm here for all of them to get exposed, even if that's Will. And Will has been such a great figure, especially in the Black community, among actors, being very successful, been in, a lot of great TV shows, movies, all that, very well respected. After slapping Chris, that went down a little bit, but, but overall throughout his career, he's been very well respected. But if he's on some freaky frog shit, he needs to go down as well. Get them all. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.